Hi everyone. Today we are going to explore another essential loop construct in bash scripting, the until loop. The until loop is similar to the while loop, but it operates in the opposite way. Instead of continuing to execute while a condition is true, it executes until a condition becomes true. Let's say you need to keep retrying a network connection or checking for a specific service to become available before proceeding. There you can use the until loop. It repeatedly executes a block of code until the condition you specify evaluates to true. So first, let me show you the basic syntax of the until loop. So this is the basic syntax of the until loop. This is the beginning of this loop. The until loop checks the condition before each iteration, and the loop continues as long as the condition inside the square brackets remains false. And this loop terminates as soon as the condition becomes true. Then we have this do block that contains the commands you want to execute until the condition becomes true. That is, in each iteration, these commands will be executed. So let's start with a simple example to print numbers from 1 to 5. So in this script, we first initialize a variable named count and set its value to 1. Then in this condition block of the until loop, we specify count greater than 5, which means it will continue to run as long as count is less than or equals to 5. So if you remember, this condition is opposite what we specified for while loop in the previous video. Then inside this do block, we print the current value of count and then increment its value by 1 in each iteration. Then this loop stops running when the count becomes greater than 5. So let's run this script. So as you can see, this script prints the value of count in each iteration from 1 to 5, and as soon as this value of this variable count becomes greater than 5, it stops printing and the loop terminates. Now let me show you another example. Let's make a script that deals with the user confirmation to exit from a script. So in this script, we first initializes an empty variable named input. Then we have this until loop that continues executing the commands inside its block until the condition in these double square brackets becomes true. In this case, the loop will run until the input variable matches the regular expression y in lowercase letter or uppercase letter. And this condition is specified by this caret $y dollar. Here this double square brackets is a conditional expression in Bash. It is more versatile and powerful than the test command and supports regular expressions with this operator for regress matching. Now in this condition, this caret symbol means start of the line. It indicates that the match must occur at the beginning of the line. The square bracket indicates a character class. This particular character class matches either uppercase Y or Y in lowercase. Then this dollar symbol means end of the line. So this whole thing indicates match a line with the variable input that starts and ends with either an uppercase Y or a lowercase y. Then inside this do block, we have the read command that prompts a message to the user for input and echoed back this entered value. The loop will continue to run until this condition is true. So let's run this script. Now first let's say enter n or anything you want to enter. In each case, it prints to exit, press capital Y or small y. So now let's enter small y. So as you can see, this loop terminates and it prints loop ends. On the other hand, you can also enter capital Y, then it will also terminate the loop and prints loop ends. So this is how this script works. And that's all for today. Thanks for joining this tutorial on until loop. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. In the next video, we will explore select loop.